good to be here again.
Yeah.
Fitness Fridays.
Fitness Fridays. You were telling me that there are some really specific things that we need to be doing in terms of endurance with the body. And really, there's some specifics with self-care on the body.
Absolutely.
Because not only are you a fitness trainer, you're a licensed massage therapist.
Yes.
So you really bring such a broad understanding of the body to this platform. Tell us more about this, Deon.
Yes. Hey, good to be back here. Deon BodiMeChanik here. Rehab, right? I'm usually telling you, hit the gym, get another rep, even on the massage table, telling you all your ailments and everything kind of going on with your muscles on the table. But realistically, you can't see me for a massage every day, as dope as that may be. Or you may not have a trainer every day, all throughout your life, as good as that may be. But we must realize that we're all athletes to a degree. We're all doing something highly more, activating a muscle highly more in a posture a little bit longer than usual, depending on our lifestyles. So we're all in these forward head positions or these overworked muscles, and too many times we worry about getting the bag, right? Like Miss Rashida said, like that self-care is really big. Like when you're going into life, you're using your body to accomplish whatever objective that you're doing, and that's the only thought in your mind is accomplish it: getting the money, feeding the kids, putting gas, doing your show, doing everything. That when we go to sleep, we realize we have not taken an hour, not even 5 minutes, to focus on self-care. And that's critically important because we're in these positions or we're overworking these muscles every day, but we're not stretching them back into balance. We're not decompressing the muscles back into soft tension tones. We're not replenishing the vitamins and minerals that we are depleting. And not to mention, we're kind of providing more gunk into our systems, further depleting and decaying the health. So yes, rehab needs to be the center focus of the entire day, and it's not just you're stretching that one day, although that's a factor of it. It's in your ergonomic posture, keeping that back up straight, knowing that there's a difference between muscle and balance, and know that your body's talking to you. When your neck is in this crampy position, your body is telling you that situation you're doing is causing you a type of pain. Every time you stretch, you're reflecting on self-care. And when you stretch and reflect on self-care, your mind releases off the activity that you were once focusing on, allowing you to de-stress. Now, at that time, you're also able to recognize what that activity is doing to your stress level. So your body actually is a diagnostic tool. If you feel a cramp, assess. I'm focusing on stretching. This bartending, it's really wearing my wrist down. It allows you to reflect. Now, we can't change everything that we want to change immediately, right? So we must take the workouts to mitigate those. So we got to stretch in the positions where we're being shortened. We got to release in muscles where we're being really contraction. Even your face, just taking the time out when you have a migraine to relax your face and massage your face. You'll find the muscle intuitively with your palpation skills. And then once again, you're reflecting on what that activity is actually making you do. So when you look at the body like that, it's a complete use, honestly, the best diagnostic tool in the world.
Well, last week you were talking about this a bit, right? Because you're like, look, if you're driving, you need to get out, you need to stretch because we're contracting this muscle here. We need to then stretch it. And so you talked a lot about that. And this is really going deeper into that and understanding it as body rehab, I think is like a new concept for me, maybe for some of the audience members too, because we don't think about the fact that our body needs to go through some specific things in order to rehabilitate the muscles and some of the tension that builds up in our natural activities. But there's also some things that folks can go out there and get some help with. I know you brought some tools here today.
Yes.
Share with us how these tools also are great additions to what you're describing.
Good. Right. Oh, absolutely. So we must understand that everything I just said is just a big thing of me saying your body is going to adapt to the stresses that you put on it, whether that's good or bad. It's just going to make sure that you're adapting functionally. So my tools are designed to readapt the body to a more optimum state of health. So we do that both by manual activities such as actual scraping, cupping, and muscle release, which I'll show you in a brief moment, all the way to kind of chemical agents. You know what I mean? When I mean chemicals, more like topical use, like oils, scrubs, and shea butters and whatnot that can really help relieve muscle tension as well. So, but a few examples of it is positive pressure, right? This can be your friend. This could be a percussion gun. This can be anything that delivers a positive pressure into the tense muscle, okay? We have these type of tools. Now, you can find this anywhere on Amazon, sometimes at a Ross. And these tools are really good for pinpointing different pressure points along different high press areas. So, for example, the forearm, if you're a typer, these are major areas, okay? Once again, this is another version of it. Now, this can be even just anything firm and that doesn't give too much can basically be used as it's can basically be used for leverage to really help relieve muscle tightness. These cups, which can be found anywhere on Amazon, like $5-10, right? Work the opposite, utilizing negative pressure. Now, this particular one, a squeeze cup, you just place on, and then the suction kind of draws the skin up and allows for higher circulation. So once again, a very prominent one when you have those tight muscle areas to kind of get a good amount of circulation to help rejuvenate that area. So those are just a few tools. And even this scraper called the gua sha, really great at kind of scraping out, really good for ridding adhesions. That's kind of where you have bound up muscle fibers that are kind of the cause from either a positive, not a positive, but a static posture. Like if you don't move too much or if you move too consistently in one frame of motion, you develop these scar tissues that align with it, but they can also be restricting and cause, unfortunately, muscle circulation backup, which causes inflammation.
Well, this is exactly why the knowledge that you have is so valuable, because I think this is like, it's a whole study. You know, you just talked about the body as the best diagnostic tool we have. And honestly, you know, folks are just, that's not common knowledge. It's not happening in common discourse. And so people need to really be able to refine their understanding of this, which is why I'm so glad you join us on these Fridays. Now, clearly these tools folks can get anywhere. And I know that, you know, a lot of the instructions come with the tools. And now in the information age, we can get out there and find some of the information without like having to do the extensive study you did. But it's always great to be guided, right? Yes. Tell us more about some of the topical ointments that folks can be using to really aid in this kind of body rehab.
Nice. Absolutely. Well, these mechanical agents will always be boosted with these topical ointments. So we have oils. Oils are really good for spread and glide, right? Now, this particular oil, our revitalizing muscle serum, is really good because it has the powers of olive oil and grapeseed oil, which are great for skin tone evening, which is really good aesthetic for it, as well as good relieving properties with arnica, peppermint, and lemongrass. These type of essential oils have anti-inflammatory properties, antibacterial properties. These things are going to lightly exfoliate the skin, and it's going to give those muscles the replenishment it needs to kind of keep on going. We have scrubs, exfoliation scrubs. Now, I love these because they open up the pores. Scrubs are really good to open up the pores. I always recommend utilizing a scrub and then using an oil. The scrub is going to open up those pores, like really allow a free way of those impact ingredients like the arnica, lemongrass, and peppermint to really, and CBD in some ingredients if you have them, to really hit those target muscle sensors to really give that good pain relief. So a scrub, and once again, a good exfoliant. You're going to have really good clean skin. It's going to remove dead skin. It's going to also stimulate collagen production, which helps combat wrinkles. So that's another good thing as well. Bath salts. Oh my gosh, right? The heat of the bath already has a great circulatory boost effect and a great healing property. When you add bath salts, especially with Epsom salts, it's going to add a detox agent that really draws out impurities from the body. Of course, we still put arnica lemongrass and peppermint and CBD in most of our products. So you still have those once again, impact ingredients hitting you from all circles. So I want you to think of your bath time or your shower time as a true therapeutic spa experience with the detox sensations of the bath, with the target impact of the detox scrub, and once again, after you dry off, to really allow yourself the oil or a butter. If you prefer a more stable cream and everything else, and shea butter has many great impacts as well for the skin and also muscle relief to kind of really further moisturize the skin and provide further muscle relief to keep you in the game. And once again, you just teaming up with those impact tools to really give yourself a full session or to give you a haircut between the barbershop before you see me, keep you going.
There it is. This is really helpful. And, I'm one who loves body scrubs and body butters. That's something I was talking about at Black Wall Street. I'm always looking for those kind of products. We have a lot of vendors now who understand these properties. Deon, thank you for bringing this knowledge today. This is really something that is so useful. And, these are products that we have access to now. Of course, if folks are looking to connect with you, I know we got the Trae Day special still going on. Let them know how they find you in Holistic Coalition.
Well, thank you. As always, you can catch me here every Friday for your Fitness Fridays. Please lock into that Trae Day special. It is an amazing training package and rehab that you will never, ever experience anywhere else. So I definitely urge you to get that. If any of these products did interest you, you can always find these at our website at www.holisticcoalitionnw.com. And once again, we can give you relief on if you want the full-blown experience. We utilize our own homemade ingredients. You can always book a session with me, Body Mechanic, at Holistic Coalition. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Deon. I can't wait to continue to experience this wellness with my body. Thank you for being here always.
And these are for you, actually.
Yay!
So you will experience it firsthand.
Thank you. Thank you. I always love gifts here. I'm appreciative for sure.
Yes.
Oh, y'all. Of course, I get to wrap up